In today's episode of the Pathfang Presents podcast, I got a very interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Nourhan Beyrouti. He's hailing over from the folks over at Delivery Solutions. And basically, they're providing same-day delivery and in-store pickup, shipping, and post-purchase experiences. It's a very interesting concept. So let's talk same-day delivery with Nourhan today. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. So maybe give us a quick overview for people who haven't heard about delivery solutions yet. 360 overview. What is it all about?
Absolutely. So Delivery Solutions is a middleware software that plugs into your e-commerce platforms. And we will, from there, we aggregate carriers to offer you guys on a software level, same-day delivery, curbside, in-store pickup, post-purchase, and returns as well, including shipping. So think of us as the Stripe or the PayPal's of logistics. Basically, we do all the processing, and you don't have to really lift a finger, meaning you don't have to do deals with DoorDash, you don't have to do deals with Uber. We have done all those deals. You get a vast network, a multi-carrier network on our platform. What we are predominantly, we are a omni-channel management system, basically that conducts all your logistical needs on your website, meaning, so if you click on checkout, after checkout, we know that you are in this zip code and this is how much it would cost you, or it's free delivery, and you have delivery options for the customer. So it's not only shipping, you also have same day, next day, curbside, in-store pickup, and also that is predominantly what Delivery Solutions is. And that's it.
Makes a lot of sense. Now, maybe tell us about the types of clients that would benefit the most. Like, is there a certain scale that they need for this sort of omni-channel approach to make sense? Is there a certain amount of packages they need to go? Like, give us an insight.
Absolutely not. So basically the offering is, for us, we are an enterprise level product. So our customers are Sephora, Abercrombie and Fitch, GameStop, Michaels, Big Lots, Foot Locker, all these big name, big ticket item companies that use our middleware to manage their omni-channel experiences. So for smaller businesses or smaller SMBs, there are versions that are silo. So there's small companies that offer only same day and only curbside and only fleet management and only, so they're all bespoke, you can say. For Delivery Solutions, it is an end-to-end product.
Makes sense. Now, who would you say within those enterprise companies is actually the one who's the champion internally? Like, who is, reaching out to you guys and getting started? Is that sort of, head of the logistics function? Is it an operations guy? Does it even come maybe from the finance angle because they want to, save on costs? Like, where does it come from?
Well, predominantly it comes from the e-commerce and omni-channel people. So anybody with titles, head of omni-channel, head of e-commerce, chief innovation officer, chief information officer, or CTO. It's on the technology side. Now, that being said, they are the promoters of this kind of solution, but it takes a village for this software to really work, because let's say same day delivery is robustly reliant on ship from store. So you have to be with operations, store management. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, you can say. But we create a seamless integration process. Basically, it's a 1, 2, 3 step, and you will have Delivery Solutions onboarded very quickly with all these kind of bells and whistles that we've tried and tested, and we know it best. So we save you the headache.
Very good. Now, how do these folks hear about Delivery Solutions? I mean, maybe they're coupling together, several solutions at the moment, but how do they hear about you guys? What's their journey like, or what's the acquisition channels you guys leverage?
So a lot of it comes digitally, and we also have in person. Trade shows are extremely important, and these kind of one-on-one deals or being part of the strategy needs to have a lot of face-to-face. You can learn, you can watch anything on YouTube, you can get something online, and we have to be frank with each other. Nobody's signed a multi-million-dollar deal by downloading a white paper. Correct. So we have to be real with ourselves. So we use all the tools necessary to gather enough intent for that customer to know that we are the optimal solution of choice. Now, sometimes we're not. Maybe they just want same-day delivery. They're not interested in the whole package, and we do that, right? So we also communicate that when you sign up with Delivery Solutions, it's an enable and disable. So if you don't want pickup in-store pickup, you disable it, and you don't need to use it. So it's a operating system for your OS, and you can really enable or disable the features that you need or use, and it gives you scalability, because you don't want a CEO calling you is like, why don't we have curbside pickup? And you're like, oh my God, I have to go find the curbside pickup software developer. All you have to do is get on Delivery Solution, enable, put a little bit of config. Basically, all of it is just a simple config that can be done, and you're good to go.
Very good. Now, what I'm curious then is, because you mentioned, and rightfully so, nobody's doing these types of deals by downloading a white paper. What I'm curious then is, what role does the website play? Like, how do you think about the website in their buyer's journey, and what role does it actually play in the end?
So buyer's journey is extreme in this case specifically, right? So what you need to do is have enough shareable, measurable, and downloadable content in order for it to be spread internally within the teams or the stakeholders within the team. If you're just going to put a website out there, it's hard for like somebody to, hey, look, take a look at this website. But what am I looking at with the website? So if we develop all the content that is bespoke towards the store operations, and how same-day delivery will be a good catalyst for store operations and all. So catered content throughout the entire stakeholder journey, not only the customer journey, is extremely important. So the role of the website currently is to enable any type of the landing pages or the content that is catered or personalized towards that person, because the store manager or the store operation people care less about the technical side. Oh, this is built on whatever, it plugs into your JS. Well, and the guy's like, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me. So we create content for everybody to make this a journey of belief, and everybody rallies to the decision maker. This is what we want.
Yeah, makes a whole lot of sense. Now, just to sort of, sum up on the product in itself, like what would you say would be sort of the key benefits leveraging Delivery Solutions over sort of, spread out solutions that are out there currently?
Well, we believe that a unified product is way more superior, and that was the bet we took in 2017, and knowing that the bespoke products are going to be messy at one point. So different billing cycles, different attributions, different experiences. So you don't want you have a great, let's say you have an experience with Delivery Solutions same day, but your post-purchase is with another company. So it's just that customers today are demanding not to be abandoned after checkout. And this is what we offer at a very, very highly advanced. We are the inventors of this space. So we were the first to come up with this. And people don't want to get abandoned by checkout, because if you do same-day delivery and then everything else comes to you from DoorDash communications, I didn't sign up for DoorDash. I don't want to talk to DoorDash. I'm not a DoorDash customer. Why am I getting? And then later they use that kind of data with other companies. They start sending you, hey, sign up for this and sign up for that. With Delivery Solution, it's an end-to-end brand experience. You will get a Sephora driver, Sephora tracking number, Sephora hosted page. Everything is on Sephora.com, but we power it. It's all powered by our experiences. Other bespoke ones do not offer that white labeling experience where they want to promote their business, because it's understandable, right? So this business wants to show another business that this is what's powering the post-purchase, for example. And we don't care about that. That's not our endeavor. So we believe in the end product, and we are an omni-channel management system that encompasses everything. And we're that beautiful layer that is very, very subtle, however, very important.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes it very, very clear. Now, we talked about the product. We talked about sort of the ideal target. We talked about the channels. Now, I'm curious to learn about, your journey, right? You're basically Senior Director of Corporate Marketing and Brand over at Delivery Solutions. So what I'm curious about is, how do you personally keep on educating yourself in the marketing space? Like, where do you find quality information? There's so much noise out there. Like, what do you personally do?
So for me, marketing today is values, right? If you have a set of values, but things have changed during the courses of, when you were still in college, or the marketing practices of the past have completely changed. So things that we learned in college, for example, 5-year plans and 10-year plans, are no longer applicable in a world like ours. The world of marketing is just like the iPhone. Every year there's something brand new, or there's a feature that's coming out from brand new that completely paradigm shifts your entire portfolio of inbound, outbound, and how you conduct yourself digitally and how you're doing lead acquisition. So the way I continuously educate myself is I learn from peers. I learn from a lot of people that are exponentially well versed in the world of marketing and the digital side.
Mm-hmm.
The younger generation are extremely tolerant in teaching. They pick up new things very quicker, and they're hungry for it. So what's the latest thing? I don't want to use this. Like, how can we always do it better? They have that ambition of finding new things and more capable things to kind of circumvent the traditional competition marketing. So that's how I basically learn. So, but yes, I do download white papers sometimes.
There they are, the white papers. Very good. Awesome. To wrap it up, I got some rapid fire questions for you today. Are you ready for those?
Absolutely.
What is the last book you read or the last podcast you listened to?
The last podcast I listened to was Alex Jones. No, sorry, not Alex Jones. Joe Rogan, and it's just, Alex Jones is not something I listen to, but Joe Rogan is sometimes is kind of quite funny.
Very true. What's one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
Growth.
If there would be no boundaries in technology, you have a magic wand, what's the one thing that you would fix for your role as a marketer today?
The amount of noise, or the amount of clutter that we have in terms of technology stack. Tech stack is becoming very noisy.
What's the last thing that kept you awake at night about the company?
Last thing that kept me awake at night is a technical difficulty we had on HubSpot that we needed to deploy very quick. Hence, the tech stacks become very messy again.
And for the last question, if today would be your very first day, right, working on delivery solutions, what's the one advice you would give yourself for that journey?
I would give myself I would tell myself, yes, pursue the website from the beginning and not from the end. Because as soon as I started with a lot of focus on PR, and I kind of shadowed away from the website, and I should have not done that from the beginning.
Very, very good. Very transparent. Appreciate that insight. So Nourhan, I really appreciate you took the time with us today to be a guest on Pathfund Presents. I want to give you the very last word. If people would be forgetting all that we discussed about delivery solutions today, what's the one thing people should remember?
One thing people should remember, that we are an all-encompassing single brand and single architecture omni-channel management system. And we're very robust. We're an enterprise company. We've been growing year on year, and just this May we got acquired by UPS. So it is a very exciting time to be at Delivery Solutions.
Congrats on the acquisition, and thanks a lot for being a guest on Pathfund Presents.
Thank you.